no words to describe this past weekend.
Greatest round of divisional football in history.
Wild.
Greatest weekend of football.
Yeah, it might have been the greatest weekend
that I've ever watched. Went from crazy to crazier to crazier and then craziest. Right?
Yeah, every game decided on the last play of the game.
I don't know. Welcome in Say It Out Loud Sports. I got Pete and Bob.
Yes, sir.
Pete's back from his sabbatical.
Yeah.
Sabbatical. Coronavirus got me.
We had COVID protocols.
Yeah.
All good. We're all clear now. So, I mean, we'll just get into it. I mean, we're going to talk about the 4 games from this weekend. We'll get into
Let's start with the mellowest game of the Bengals game.
We'll go in order because that's how it was. I thought that it just kept
the mellow
great
game,
and I didn't know it was going to be the worst one of the weekend.
It kept topping it. I was like, wow, these,
How about that Bengals defense?
So, yeah,
though?
Tennessee
showed up again.
First things first, Joe Burrow is disgusting.
He's great.
And that kicker, is that the new Justin Tucker?
Dude,
Adam Vinatieri.
The kid's got ice water
McPherson?
in his vein. He said, I guess we're going to the AFC Championship game, and then headed out to kick a 52-yard game winner.
Yeah, man, he kicked it, didn't watch it go through the uprights.
No, he knew it was good.
Yeah.
I think he knew it was good before he came out there.
So, I mean.
Joe Burrow said, this is why you draft a kicker.
That's what he said.
Yeah, of course he's going to say it. Yeah.
So
Come on, you got to pump your boys up.
Joe Burrow's a leader, man.
Yeah.
He gets that locker room hyped.
How do you give up? How do you how do you get 9 sacks and lose? How do you give up 9 sacks and win? I thought that game was, the first half pretty boring.
It was slow.
Titans, I want to address this argument real quick because this is the main argument I saw from this game.
Was this game the straw that broke Tannehill's back?
No, the main argument I'm going to talk about is Derrick Henry versus Dante Foreman. Did you not see this all over the media?
I saw it.
You got to give.
It's not even a question.
Thank you. I agree.
Okay. We're on the same page.
If Derrick Henry's available, you're playing him. Period.
I would play Derrick Henry on one leg before I played Dante Foreman at 100%.
Correct.
There's not even a question.
And there's a reason why Dante Foreman is not a starting NFL running back. He is a change of pace back right behind Derrick Henry.
Well, look
and without Henry, look how bad Tennessee struggled.
They didn't.
Well, I mean,
the run game was similar in numbers. Like, I get it.
Their offense went from like 28 points a game to 19.
Yeah, no, there's times where they struggle, but Derrick Henry. Okay, look, they average yards per carry, whatever. But my problem with it, Derrick Henry, we all know Derrick. We've all watched his games.
He wears defenses down.
Exactly my point.
3 quarters, this guy all of a sudden busts off a 72-yarder.
Yeah, he opens up the entire game.
Dude, he goes into the third quarter, 14 carries, 55 yards.
Right.
And then at the end of the quarter, he has 20 carries for 210 and 3 touchdowns.
No, go back to Seattle week 3. I did this.
Yeah.
I remember that game specifically. They were losing. Derrick Henry, I think he had 100. I looked it up. He had over 100 yards and a touchdown in overtime. Or it might have been 2 touchdowns. They were losing, and he broke a 60-yarder. But that's the rundown. He wears down defenses in the fourth quarter. That's when he eats. End of the third.
He starts about 15 carries in. He just starts eating up.
So for
10,
people to be
12.
like, Foreman looked good because
Foreman doesn't wear anybody down.
No, he busted that one run, which is a good run.
That's the longest run of his career, by the way.
And then he had 4 for 65 or something.
32 yards.
No, it's 45.
45. That's the longest run of his career, by the way.
So he did look good, but you're not taking.
Correct.
Go look at Tampa Bay last week against the Eagles. Keyshawn Vaughn and Giovanni Bernard were the guys,
and
right?
Le'Veon Bell played too.
And Le'Veon Bell made a play. Le'Veon Bell's cunt. Fournette's back. Fournette looked great. They're not going to be like, you take a back seat to Bernard and
no.
That's just not. That's why he's a backup, like you said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
he doesn't wear a team down like Henry does. Henry's a different type of running back.
Put that argument to bed. If Henry's healthy, he's playing.
Yeah, if you ever tweet that you should have started Dante Foreman over Derrick Henry, your Twitter handle is immediately revoked.
I'm canceling you. I'm getting you canceled.
It's just a new thing.
I'm going through your Twitter. I'm going 12 years back. I'm getting you canceled for something.
100%.
So next argument. The whole Tannehill thing, please put it. It's gone, right?
Is he done?
No, he's not. He's going to play again next year unless they can land Aaron Rodgers
or Russell
or
Wilson.
something like that. But I think they're with him. But
Aaron Rodgers,
he's not bad.
That's interesting.
I don't think Tannehill's bad, but I think there's only like 3 or 4 guys that are going to be available that would be worth replacing Tannehill for. Other than like Rodgers, Watson, Wilson, those like 3 guys. I don't really think you're going to move on from Tannehill and find something.
No, he's not. No, I'm saying he's a mid-level quarterback.
He's not what people thought.
He's not a top 10 guy.
Nah, 10 maybe.
I can name 10.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
10, 12.
I'll swallow my pride on
you
that
guys are
one.
talking
I
about
was a Tannehill guy.
like,
yeah.
He at one point played like an
right
MVP though, but that was full healthy Tennessee Titans team. He was slinging the ball all over the place.
Derrick Henry has a lot to do with that.
I know. We saw that.
But anyway,
Dante
I
Foreman
digress.
has nothing to do with it.
So Tannehill, obviously, the play calling wasn't great. I hated the play calling. I think there was a play call or two in each game that I was like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
I mean, we all do this. Like, you're watching the game, you're like, why would you call that?
Right.
But, like, legit, I'm trying to be, like, not
Unbiased.
buy it, like, just watch it. And that specific drive, it was 16-6. The Titans go down. They get a Derrick Henry run for 9. Derrick Henry runs for 3. Derrick Henry runs for another 9. And then Foreman busts a 45-yarder. They're on the 10, and then they throw it.
Throws a pick.
What are you doing?
Why are you not pounding the ball?
It was a great defensive play, like to
that's fine.
cut, tip it up. But what are you doing?
You're picking up 7 on average running the ball.
No, try. Yeah, those
On average,
those
I'm saying
three,
like 9 on
45, 9,
Yeah.
3, 9. That's like 20.
Yeah, somebody do that.
They
Just
they went down there real quick.
running the ball. Just give
Or
Derrick
play
Henry
action,
7
or
yards
run a
deep.
play action the rollout. Don't run a quick screen.
Right.
No.
That was stupid.
I don't know.
Deadly.
So that was questionable. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day,
that's not Tannehill's fault, though.
That's play calling, but
you should.
Oh,
You probably
I guess-
should have.
okay,
You probably
you-
should have ate it.
Right.
The guy was right
Or
there.
audibled out of it. I guess, yeah.
don't
There's
know.
a lot of other factors.
I don't
that
even
go
Yeah,
know
if my
there's a
coach
kill
calls
for the
that
screen
play,
pass.
I'm audibling to a Derrick Henry run up the
Right.
like something.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking at the defense. We're
But
running the ball.
I mean, it was an unlucky throw. Okay, the first play of the game, pick that didn't hurt him too bad. They got a field goal out of it, and then the very last play of the game,
that's a great
that's
defensive play too.
that is,
Got his
but you
hand in.
can't throw. You cannot
Yeah.
turn the ball over right on that.
And the ball was outside. It was late and outside, but
You can't turn the ball over right there.
no, you can't.
If you throw it down the field like a punt, okay,
fine.
because then they have
You
to
can't
go
throw a
50
pick
yards,
10
with
yards
with
downfield.
15, 20 seconds left, and then Burrow needs one completion to get in field goal range. That's inexcusable.
And it's Jamar Chase.
And he threw it. He didn't throw it to Julio. He didn't throw it to A.J. Brown, which I don't know if they were on the field. I got to go back and watch it. But he threw it to Westbrook, Nick Westbrook.
Was that who it was?
I'm throwing it to Julio or A.J. Brown down the field.
AJ Brown's the guy I'm going to.
So overall, that game. I mean, like I said, that game was crazy. I was pulling for Tennessee.
I was not. You're the only guy in America I think that was.
Well, yeah, we had $3,000 in our tickets for our fantasy. But
Yeah.
I'm not mad that Cincinnati's alive. But fun game.
I have a Titans
It's for Vrabel, and what's dumb, Vrabel's still the coach of the year. Let's be real.
Yeah.
With all the injuries he had to deal with, he went to the number 1 seed.
It's him or Mike
It's a
Tomlin,
regular.
right?
It's a regular season
Yeah.
award. Vrabel's lock.
Yes.
It's
a
has
lock
to
to
be.
Got to be.
Yeah. Him or the only other one that I would say is like maybe the Tomlin.
No.
No? No. Okay.
I mean,
The Raiders head coach can't win and he
I know,
coach
that
enough
guy-
games.
I was
He's
gonna
good
say.
though.
all right. So that's game 1. Let's get to Green Bay, San Francisco.
Hold on.
Go ahead,
on.
do you have another thing?
Yeah, no. So is Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert, can we get rid of the comparison, honestly? Or is it always going to be there? Is it always going to be there?
Yeah, they were on the same.
It's done.
They're same draft. They're always going to be
The
tied.
comparison's going to be tied together, but the narrative that Joe Burrow's light years ahead of Herbert is
Not light years, but he's up there. He's. I think they're both really good.
Well,
Joe
no,
Burrow
they
has-
are. They're 100% both really good, but the narrative, everybody's like, "Oh, Joe Burrow is light years ahead of him." I've heard that argument. I'm like, you guys are nuts. Like Herbert's good
I think what puts Joe Burrow apart
is
is
Jamar Chase.
that and also in must-win games, Joe Burrow's averaging like 400 yards. He's on 1 interception and like 5 starts in must-win games.
Yeah,
Like
Burrow.
that's what's putting the stigma of him being light years ahead because Herbert hasn't been in those situations.
And
But you gotta
Cincinnati's
be able to-
defense.
Right, you got to be able to score. And Joe Burrow didn't throw a touchdown pass in the last against Tennessee. So you got to make those field goals touchdowns now.
Yeah.
So, this upcoming game against the Chiefs, you got to make those field goals touchdowns, period, plain and simple.
Yeah, everybody's saying, Mahomes, obviously we'll get to the Bills Chiefs, but Josh Allen and Mahomes is the next
Brady
rivalry.
Manning? Is that the next Brady Manning? I think Burrow's
But
got
you
an
got
argument.
Burrow. No, Herbert and
Herbert's
Burrow
got
are
an
just sitting there
argument.
like, all right.
We'll see next year.
Yeah, we'll see what's up. Trevor Lawrence ain't saying that.
no.
Dude, that fool's
Jackson.
Dude.
All right. So yeah, we'll get to the Cincinnati next week, but let's go. So we're going to shift over to Green Bay, San Francisco. First of all, shout out to Ryan Pace, the Bears GM from 2016 that cut Robbie Gould
Yeah.
because he said he was upgrading this kicker, and
Yeah.
he signed Connor Barth.
And Robbie Gould hasn't missed a
And
playoff
now,
kick.
yeah, Robbie Gould's never missed a playoff kick. He's kicking
got
balls
ice
in
in his
snow.
veins, boy.
Kicking cinder blocks through
I
the
did-
uprights from 4
And
yards out, dude.
I do remember when he was on
Frozen footballs.
Chicago. We used to call him Fool's Gold.
Robbie's Gould. Ghouls and Goblins.
Goulds and Goblins.
Ghouls and goblins.
But yeah, shout out Robbie Gould. Wild game though. I still haven't comprehended as a Niner fan, like me watching that game. It was I watched it in 2 different households. I left after the third quarter. I was like, I got to change this up because it's not working.
He's got
Superstitious.
I threw the kids in the car. And we got to go.
Going
I drove home and then
gotta go home, change my jersey, and we're gonna watch the second half.
No, I don't buy those jerseys. I told you, I don't buy jerseys anymore.
Yeah, we know this.
Oh, no.
Yeah. We know this.
Just a quick shout out, Auburn. I did buy an Auburn jersey. I won a free Auburn jersey, and they're the number one basketball team in the nation. So
for now, until their top player goes out,
until they lose the next.
Come on,
until they
fingers
lose
crossed.
12 of the next 14 and miss the tournament.
But listen, so coming out of the game though,
have you wore it yet?
yeah, I wear it all the time. Niners.
No, Auburn. Don't come after the podcast when you guys lose 12 of 14.
So the Niners allow the Packers to go on the opening drive and just look immaculate to go down and score. I'm like,
It looks
that's
great.
That's not good, right? Then the Garoppolo doesn't complete a pass until 6 minutes left in the second quarter.
Back up though.
Kittle dropped the one. Jennings dropped the one.
He was 0 for 4 and had 3 drops at one point.
Yeah.
That's not Jimmy Garoppolo's fault. He made some good throws. They got dropped.
The one to Jennings was kind of cool. I mean,
I think it's. I also think none of those guys have played in 0-degree weather, so they probably took a minute to adjust to.
Still, though,
catching a cinder block.
If you told me Jimmy Garoppolo at halftime is 3 for 8 for 43 yards and an interception, and the Niners are 0 for 1 in the red zone, I would be like, well, it's over. Just watching the game, I thought we were down. I was like, this should be like 28-0.
Yeah, but the Niners defense played great, and Aaron Rodgers once again choked away the playoffs.
All right.
You got to shout out to that defense, though. That defense is solid. Not only, obviously, you're giving the MVP to the special teams.
Absolutely. Block field goal and a block punt for a touchdown.
But that defense was swarming Aaron Rodgers in the second half especially.
So before we get to Rodgers, though, let's talk about Jimmy G. Is he? I already know your answer. This is going to be a wild conversation. I'm going to just stay calm.
Yeah.
So is Jimmy G gone regardless of the outcome of this season?
No, you can't move on from Jimmy G.
Listen. Not what you would do.
What the GM should do?
What the 49ers, what do you think they're going to do?
I think they keep Jimmy G.
Yeah, you keep Jimmy G.
Okay.
And who do you start shopping around?
Stop. Hold on.
Yeah. There's one guy, I think he was 3rd overall pick, you guys threw in the trash can.
I know you hate that. But, I mean, you can get value right now, right?
No, so
you value quarterbacks.
Yes.
So you trade the guy that's not going to play.
You're not trading a third. No.
If you go out and get in the Super Bowl, you got to look at the big picture.
Yeah, no shit. The guy's 21, 22 years old. So what are you going to get for him? If you go on to win the Super Bowl, what do you need? What are you trading him for? You're trading a top 3 quarterback
for more value.
What are you going to get?
He's
and
not
don't
adding
say a draft pick.
No, he's not. He's not adding value right now. Sitting on the bench,
he's learning the system, which quarterbacks
which he's never going to use because he's never going to play. He's going to sit there for 4 years behind Jimmy G and then leave.
What happened? So that's what we all thought. Alex Smith, right, was leading the Niners consistently in the NFC.
You're comparing Trey Lance to Patrick Mahomes.
I'm comparing Trey Lance to Colin Kaepernick because that's what he reminds me of. And Kaepernick did lead us to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but once you're.
What do you mean? It's the same type of situation. Garoppolo's similar to Alex Smith, if you ask me.
Garoppolo, you said, has played 3.5 seasons. You got to what looks like you guys own the Rams. So it looks like you guys are going to get to 2 Super Bowls
either way,
in 3.5 years as him as a starter.
Yeah, but
with Garoppolo.
I don't think you move on.
He's been there 4 years. He's only played 2 seasons. That's 50% of the
And
time.
both those times he's got you to Super Bowl. This is Tom Brady's numbers here.
I'm not saying to move on. I want to keep Jimmy Garoppolo.
If you do.
I'm not trading my backup quarterback because if Jimmy gets hurt, then we're stuck with C.J. Beathard again? No, I'm good. I'll roll the dice with Trey Lance. He didn't play bad in his.
You can find a better backup than C.J.
There's a
Beathard.
million backups out there.
That's not.
You can
why
find
not
a better
just
backup
what are you
than
going to
Trey
get
Lance.
what do you think you're getting with Trey Lance? What do you think you're going to get for Trey Lance?
If you could get a first-round pick, you trade him.
Not a first round, no. Because the quarterback position is the most valuable player on the field.
So you want 2
correct?
first-rounders?
Yeah, you probably do that.
First overall, you wouldn't trade him for the first overall pick.
No, I would not.
That's crazy.
Because there's not a single quarterback in this draft.
You don't draft a quarterback. You don't get a quarterback for
Garoppolo's
him. You go out and
30?
sign a backup, and you draft the best DN in football.
You guys are tripping. You guys are wild.
You go out and sign a
I think it's not a bad take, though.
You guys are going to. I'm going to put up a Twitter poll. You guys are going to get murdered.
I want to talk to John Lynch. I want to know his thoughts on this.
My whole thing is I'm scared they're going to move off Jimmy because
that's crazy to me.
No, me too.
Yeah, you can't move off Jimmy.
Jimmy's
everybody's saying he's played terrible, which he has, right? So he's played bad inside.
I can't wait. I hope the Niners win the Super Bowl. So all those guys that week 3 were like, Jimmy G's gone, get him out of here. He's trash. When they're all celebrating in their Garoppolo jerseys,
right?
That's going to be hilarious to me. The irony.
I mean, you already have this
of burning his jersey to buy another one to watch the Super Bowl.
Right.
No, I'm completely on board. I always said I don't want to get rid of Jimmy, but if he's
Pat is honest, so that's true. Me and Pat were like the only two guys that were like, you can't move on.
He's
from Jimmy.
just too injury prone to like fully just give the keys to and be like, we don't have a backup plan. Trey Lance is a perfect backup plan, but I don't want him to move off him too early. I think he'll be ready in another probably 2 years, 1 or 2 years more, sitting behind Garoppolo learning.
But he's a free agent then.
Who?
Trey Lance.
In 3 more years. He's on a rookie deal too. So say Garoppolo gets hurt early, you can be like, all right, cool. We're moving on now. Like, we've seen enough. Like, Garoppolo's replaceable. His leadership is what's not replaceable. That's why he wins games. George Kittle has said it year over year. He's calm in the huddle. He
never gets worried.
Yeah, he makes his mistakes. He forgets about it. He learned from the GOAT.
I know. That's why I'm saying this guy's
That's what I'm saying.
not
You can't
moving
move
on.
No, but I'm saying I'm worried they will. That's the problem.
Crazy to me. John Lynch would end up losing his job.
Not if he wins this. No.
If he wins with Jimmy and they move on and then they go to Trey Lance and they win 5 games next year, fired.
No, they're not going to.
Jimmy G would go to that's freaking the Jets and take him to the AFC
that's too big of a
game.
risk. You're not doing that.
No, I don't think they're not going to just shit the bed with Lance.
They just cut Jimmy G. He signs on the Jets and takes him to the AFC
They're not going to shit the bed.
Year.
They'll be a 500 team
with Lance,
possibly. Maybe.
I think Lance.
How do you guys? What makes you believe that Lance is just terrible?
We saw him play, and you said he was terrible.
No, it's his rookie season. Yeah, you guys are putting him. This is the problem with comparing people. You guys are you said it off air. Oh, he's not Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert. Clearly, fine. That's not their style of play either. They don't need a guy slinging the football on the field. They need a guy to hand the ball off, be accurate, get it to Debo, and play great defense. Look at last night. Jimmy Garoppolo didn't play well.
He's not a game changer, though.
But also,
if you could find a game changer. We didn't
score a touchdown yesterday.
No, I agree. But I'm saying if you could find somebody else and you shop them around, why wouldn't you do that?
Okay, we'll give them to you for Justin Herbert.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. What type of value? You're going to find a D end? Okay. We have both.
Who adds value right now? If you win a Super Bowl, you add more value to that Super Bowl winning.
If the Cowboys called tomorrow and offer you Zeke Elliott for Trey Lance, you wouldn't take that deal?
Hell no.
He hates Zeke. You should have said
Zeke?
that.
What?
All right, if they offer you Tony Pollard for Trey Lance, you wouldn't take the deal?
No, he loves his running back.
What's wrong with Eli Mitchell? You guys are nuts.
You guys need a rotation, though.
You are insane.
You don't want a rotation or running back?
Jeff Wilson can get 1,000 yards behind our line. Mostert's like you're.
I don't know.
You would get fired.
I'm not saying I would. I'm asking, would you?
Absolutely not. I just told you.
What would it take to get Trey Lance off the Niners for any player in the league? What would it take?
I don't know an answer to that question.
Aaron Rodgers?
Of course.
Russell Wilson?
I'd do that.
Deshaun Watson,
just straight up. Like, what are we doing? We can't do that. He's on a rookie deal. The money has to match, too.
What if the Niners offered, like, Trey Lance and 3 first-rounders over the next 3 years for Deshaun Watson?
Is he going to play?
He's going to be on the team, and now we got a competition at quarterback.
Is he off his stuff? No, I'm not doing that.
No?
I'm not trading for Deshaun Watson right now if I'm San Francisco. If I'm Pittsburgh or somebody that has Mason Rudolph sitting there, I'm absolutely trading for Deshaun Watson.
Who's better right now, Mason Rudolph or Trey Lance?
I'll take Trey Lance all day.
Okay.
No.
I think it's a valid question.
It's not even what? You guys are okay. Just let me handle my team.
Don't say you guys.
Let me handle my team. You worry about.
I'm on board with Bobby for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm putting up a poll. So what would you? So you would trade Trey Lance for what? A top 15 pick?
Yes. If you can get that, yeah.
If you can get a 15th overall, that's what I'll put up.
Yeah.
Would you trade
15th or overall or better?
Okay, I'll put that up.
Yes,
all right,
I'm trading.
Is the value there though? That's the question.
I don't think it is anymore.
No, there's not one quarterback in this draft I would take over Trey Lance right now. And he's already
this is a bad quarterback draft, though.
I'm just saying. You need a better. Okay, let's move on. Otherwise, we're going to argue this all the time. This might be a long one, too. Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, he's been getting crucified for his poor performance the other day. I don't know if you said it or called me and said, you're saying his legacy's over.
He still has a legacy. I think it's tarnished by spending a decade in Green Bay and having nothing to show for it except MVPs.
Yeah, but okay. So here's
a Super Bowl.
Here's my question.
He doesn't. Last Super Bowl was 2011.
No, here's my question. Do you think Aaron's
10 years. He
No,
hasn't
listen.
done anything.
He's got a Super Bowl.
Okay, but here's my
2022,
question:
bud.
Why does Drew Brees get a pass on this? Drew Brees is considered a top 5,
Now,
10.
have I ever said? Have I ever said
I'm
Drew
not
Brees or anything like
saying
that?
you.
I'm saying, why does Drew Brees get a pass? I don't think he should get one. Drew Brees didn't. Drew Brees has his.
No, but
Tom Brady already has more NFC titles and NFC and the same amount and more NFC playoff wins than both of those guys.
I'm asking why.
And he's been there 2 years.
No, I get what you're okay. So you're just giving your point.
I'm asking why is Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees? Okay, I'll throw Drew Brees in the. Why are they sit on such a high pedestal when they haven't accomplished anything in 10 years?
That's my whole question to you.
Why haven't they moved on from?
No,
these
Aaron
guys?
Rodgers is getting murdered in the media.
He should.
No, but Drew
rightfully
Brees.
so.
Why does Drew Brees just get a pass?
He should. He shouldn't get a pass. He should get murdered in the media too.
You're not understanding the question.
I understand what you're saying. Why does Drew Brees get a pass and Aaron Rodgers
Rodgers
gets crucified?
Rodgers is getting this because of his
Performance?
no.
Because of his vaccination?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it was the same last year though. They were
No,
hard
it's
on
because he's not. He's unlikable.
him. Because he's an arrogant dude. He comes off really arrogant.
Yeah.
He does. And even players that have played with him say he's arrogant.
I think that's a lot of media attention.
Look back at it. Look back at it.
Unwanted media attention that's in the wrong way.
But
I think
he does stuff.
more people like him
I think
than
he's more.
what the media portrays.
It's easy not to like him because of the stuff he says and does. Look when they drafted the backup quarterback. Remember Bryce Love? And you remember what Aaron Rodgers said? I'm not here to help a backup quarterback. I'm here to win games. He had no interest in helping Bryce Love get anywhere or train him or teach him or Jordan Love or teach him anything. He had no interest in it. And that makes him unlikable. Like, bro, you're not even a good teammate at this point.
I don't know. I mean, there's other comparisons if you want to be great. Like Kobe and Jordan were the same type of way.
right.
In basketball. Like you got to be a kid. Like I'm not training someone to take my job. Look what happened to Drew Bledsoe.
I get it.
I just watched the first.
Did you watch that series?
I watched the
It's
first
so
two.
good.
I watched the first 2 episodes. But like,
Do you remember that first episode he came back into the
as a
playoffs and Drew
competitor,
Brees lights
like-
out, won the game?
As a competitor, you're not going to give Jordan Love just a hall pass. Okay, I'm going to train this
And he's
guy.
not
Nah,
being-
man.
and-
That's my competitor.
I
They
get
just
Aaron
drafted
Rodgers is
him.
mad about the organization going and getting a quarterback
but
instead of a position player that he could use.
I think
So
it's-
he's like, screw you guys.
obviously the Rodgers hate is he didn't play well the other night. But let's not forget the reason they lost the game was not Aaron Rodgers. It was the
No.
special teams. He didn't do what he normally does and perform like an MVP. And let's be clear about this: he won. He should be the MVP. I know you like Brady. I think Rodgers.
I'm on Burrow, though, too.
MVP of the regular season. He
think
lost
he's
2 games. Like Rodgers put up stupid. He 37 touchdowns, 4 picks, or something like that. Lost 2 games. The third game they lost was Jordan Love.
I get
Like,
it.
But no, they're the voter. He doesn't deserve MVP because he's a bad guy. It's like that's
You're
out,
irrelevant.
bro.
You're
You're
the
out
vote
here.
goes on your performance.
Right.
Okay.
I'm just
and I
sick
think
of-
that it's either Brady or Rodgers.
I get why people don't like him. I actually like it because he's honest. He'll tell.
Right.
He's honest about. He said he didn't lie.
Right. He never lied.
He misled people because they're
he
stupid.
didn't
and they
tell
can't.
a lie, but he just didn't answer the
Oh,
questions.
yeah. But anyway,
he gave a very political answer.
Yeah.
right. So I just think of the Aaron. I know a lot of people hate Aaron Rodgers.
I mean,
I
to the
love Aaron
eye-
I
Rodgers.
don't hate Aaron Rodgers. I think he's fine, but I just
He should get killed for his performance only. I just think it's
Yes,
escalated
right.
because of his whole.
that's why I said
whole
in
thing.
the last decade he has nothing to show except his MVPs.
Drew Brees should not get a pass. He
Drew Brees had nothing to show.
To the eye test, Aaron Rodgers top
To
five.
Drew Brees,
top
what makes-
3 all time.
And what it makes even
Arm
worse
talent?
for Drew Brees, remember Drew Brees was hurt, and Jameis Winston is 5-0 in New Orleans. So I mean that hurts Drew Brees too.
I don't know. I'm just fired up. All right, let's play a game. Aaron Rodgers, where does he go? I'm gonna name some locations. You guys can argue. Okay, Green Bay.
Yes,
As he's back.
yes.
You think so, Pete?
I'm gonna say no.
I'm saying 100%. There's no chance he's back. In Green
Yeah,
Bay.
I don't think so.
I think
he's done.
No, not
No,
really.
How
he
would
already
they let
did the
him
last.
leave?
He already did the last dance with Devontae. That's it.
Like, I
They're
think it's a
done.
wrap.
They're
So is
moving on.
Devontae gone too? He was franchise
Maybe.
tagged.
Who knows?
He's either going to be tagged again or he's gone.
Yeah.
I think.
Does he
I think
follow
Green
Aaron?
Bay's-
I think
No,
that
I think
whole-
Aaron. So my next question.
so
Aaron,
him and-
Aaron Rodgers retire.
That's the one. That's what I
No.
said
This
last
is-
week.
no.
That's what I said last week. I think he walks away from football before he goes and plays anywhere else.
No.
Okay, so I think he's 100% out of Green Bay, and I'm like 75% sure
Retire.
he retires.
I think he retires.
So I'm going to name some teams though that like, and you tell me
Why?
Because he's
Why?
he's
Just
that
'cause of
guy.
his
He's
attitude
like,
with the
We
whatever.
just
media?
talked about it. He's arrogant. We just talked about it. He's got nothing to
Just
prove.
because of his attitude with the
No,
media.
he's just done with like media. He's a guy
I
that
think
wants
he's
to be
done
like,
with
he's done with
the
the media.
show of the NFL. He's done with the show.
I think he's just over it.
I think he's over the whole
Everything.
vaccine thing and everything. I think he's over it. I mean,
Well,
I
just
think
like
he's over
the-
that.
I think
Honestly,
he's over the show
that
the
shit
NFL
will wear
portrays.
people down.
Well, no, like the Brady comparisons. The only reason he's shit on as much as he is because Tom Brady has seven Super Bowls. And
Yeah.
he's like always that's who you're compared to, and it's like, dude,
Right. He's never going to catch
it's
him.
exhausting.
Right.
And then he's like, he's the.
It's got to be mentally breaking too to know that Brady has
He's just
been
showing
more
it.
successful in the NFC.
I think
in
he's
going
going
to
to be. I think he's going to play chess, and I think he's going to go to the best position he could possibly go to.
Okay.
I
so
mean, honestly,
do him and Russell Wilson switch places?
he's not going to see.
if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I love him going to the Steelers.
All right. So here's the Green Bay retired. Number 3, San Francisco.
No,
I saw that. I don't.
I don't see it.
I
Aaron Rodgers. Well, first of all,
I
Aaron
can
Rodgers.
see it.
First of all, you're wild to even put this on there because he
I can see
hates
it.
the 49ers. He would retire before he went there.
He has given us 4 playoff.
I'm going to
wins.
give it a.
Exactly. Do you remember after the draft, he said, "I'm going to make sure they regret not drafting me."
Yeah.
And now he's 0-4 against them in the playoffs.
I'm gonna
He'll
give it
never
a-
go to San Fran. He would retire first.
7% chance.
I'm giving it
Said
negative
7.
150. He'll retire before he put Don's in 9.
I don't know.
He hates you guys.
If they offered him
100%, so he's not
$40
going,
million a year, he's not going to turn it down.
Every team would give him
Especially
$40 million a year. Why
Well,
would that make
he already
them
said
special?
he's not going to rebuild.
No, he wants to go to a
And
contender.
the Packers are 40 ton of money over the cap already, so they got problems.
I hope you got one team in here that.
So next
You
one,
don't want to play for Mike Tomlin? Come on.
next
never
one's
had a losing season.
Pittsburgh.
That's
Obviously,
probably the best fit for
Ben's
any.
gone.
That's the best fit for any top tier quarterback to go play for.
right.
I love it.
And you could play
that's where
anybody.
I got
Cam
him.
Newton could go play there.
Pittsburgh would lose their mind if they got Aaron Rodgers. Like, your Super Bowl contenders immediately.
Do I think he's going to go there? Maybe not, just because of the weather. I think he wants to go somewhere warm.
No,
He's on the tail end of his career.
Everywhere's warm if you lived in Green Bay.
Yeah, any
like,
place.
He's like,
the
fuck,
only other
upgrade.
Foxborough is like warm to him.
So
No.
Yeah, bro. Foxborough's like 25. He's used to 0.
So yeah. So
There's
He'd
no
be out
difference.
there with
Once
no
it hits-
sleeves on.
Once it hits 30, there's no.
all right. So Pittsburgh.
That's where I like him.
Best
I
fit,
want to see
but
him
you
go
don't
to
think he
Pittsburgh.
goes there.
That's the best fit for any top tier quarterback. Though.
All right. Raiders.
That's one of the teams.
The
that I
Las
see
Vegas
dark-
Raiders.
I'd
Are
see
they
a dark horse? That's
Are
the
they a
dark horse I'd see.
rebuilding team though? Like, would
Yes.
you want to go there and be like,
They are rebuilding. They lost like 5
God, they're a
starters.
train wreck.
you know what's interesting? He'd be in a dome.
Yeah, he'd be like
Imagine
Drew
Aaron
Brees,
Rodgers at 8 home games in a dome.
just slinging the rock. But you got to have somebody to sling it too.
Well, they got Waller and Renfro.
He lost Ruggs.
Renfro
Got the same receiving
said he
core.
lost Ruggs. We know. So we'll have to bring that up.
Yeah.
Lost the guy.
Sore
Remember that
subject.
guy?
Fools just slapping
but
Band-Aids on the
Renfro and Rodgers would be elite. That's like Jordy Nelson level.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
Renfro's near Jordy Nelson, but you could say that, I guess.
All right.
Jordy Nelson's.
Denver.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers goes. You said
He
he,
does
wants
the
to go.
pay-
He
he
doesn't
doesn't
want to go
wanna
to a
live in-
rebuild.
Well, that defense is a top.
he's not
They're pretty
going
good at. Their defense was top 5-10 in the league this year. And then of the injuries though, they have the 2 running backs, Javonte, and they got Sutton, Noah Fant.
No, I don't
That's
think-
kind of
I
a
say
pipe
no.
dream. Denver fans love the idea.
I don't think.
I don't think he would
I don't
go
think
there.
Aaron Rodgers entertains that.
And Peyton Manning went there. It's like he's like following kind of in a way.
Right, yeah.
All right, Cleveland Browns. Any chance? Because Baker, if they're going to pay Baker,
I think they tag him,
probably. But
which is more than he would get on a contract.
Cleveland's interesting. I don't think so. I think they're too dysfunctional. To Rodgers be like, that'd be elite though, elite level. Like LeBron went to Cleveland, won an NBA title. Rodgers is like, oh, let me go win an NFL title.
Cleveland,
Wouldn't that be wild?
they're not winning.
I'm just saying. You put Aaron Rodgers on that team.
All
I mean,
right.
Baker got to the
With those running backs,
I'm just saying.
the line.
wild.
It's interesting.
Tennessee, if they can
See,
swing
this
it,
one makes sense
if
because
they can swing it,
this one makes sense because it's
All right, now we're a little warmer.
yeah.
We got Tennessee's a little warm,
Yeah.
and we got Derrick Henry back there.
And he's a country guy. He
Kind of
dates
like
country
that.
singers.
Yeah,
It's in Nashville.
Yeah,
what about the Dolphins?
I could see that too.
That defense, they still.
But they got Tua. They're not going to.
They're not. No, that's
Come
why
on,
they.
I know you're
that's
too
why
ahead.
Brian Flores got fired, right? Brian Flores should have never got fired
'Cause he got
because he went because him and the GM could not get along, and he wanted to move on from Tua. He didn't want Tua. Nobody in the NFL wants Tua, and that's why Brian Flores, the one dude,
Tua was like, what was his record this year?
They won 8 straight, and that wasn't
With
2.
Tua.
That's Brian Flores, man.
With Tua.
Tua missed 4 games, and they lost all 4 with Jacoby Brissett. I think Tua was actually 10-4 as a starter quarterback this year. Just saying.
Yeah.
He beat New England twice. That vaunted
So there's
defense.
the spot. There's your spot.
He's not Mac Jones is staying. That'd be wild.
There's your
I
spot.
didn't even put them on the list.
That's why I said I hope you got these fools on the
They're not
list.
going
That's
there.
the spot.
Dallas? Are they done with Dak?
No.
Is there a way? Is there a scenario they swap? Dak goes to Green Bay?
Jerry already made it adamant and clear. Like, there's no way they get rid of Dak.
it
He's
would
already
be
saying
wild.
they're going to fire all the coaches.
It'd be wild. All right,
Which only
last
hurts
one.
Dak. He's
This
gotta
is
learn to
this
walk
is the craziest one I've thought of was Tampa Bay.
Tom's not leaving.
Wonder if Tom retires.
He's not.
And Rodgers like, let me go to
Tom's
Tampa.
not retiring without it being a Super Bowl victory.
You never know.
He's not.
He's going to retire on top.
Tom Brady, he's going out on top, or he's not leaving. That dude be 60
some point,
trying
he
to win
has
a
to
Super
leave.
Bowl still.
Did you take a picture of him yesterday when he bled his own blood?
No, did I? Why would I?
Did you see that?
Yeah, you screaming at Ed Hockley.
I don't bleed my
You got
own blood.
flagged
Boy,
for
it
it.
looked like he had lipstick on, and it was like zoomed in on him. I was like, oh my god, this is bad.
He got flagged by Ed Hockley for screaming at him.
Yeah. All right. Just fun things. I think Pittsburgh's probably the best fit. Pittsburgh and I think
Tennessee.
I would say
Tennessee's
would be
probably
sick,
the
but
best
I
because the
don't-
run game would be stupid.
And obviously, I'm not going into contracts.
Play
Everybody's like
action
they
with
can't
Derrick
afford him.
Henry.
I'm like, I don't care, dude. I don't work in the front office. Figure it out.
Right.
All right. Bucks Rams. Next craziest game. What are we doing? What happened?
I don't know how Winfield lets Cup run by him.
Well, no, let's go back to
let's-
like halftime. Like it's 27 or 20. Let's start at
20 to
27-3. First of all, Brady and them look like they were terrible. I said coming into this game, I picked the Rams this weekend.
Because
It
it's
was
a
a
terrible
ter-
matchup.
Jalen
The pass rush is a terrible matchup for Tom Brady.
Jalen Ramsey takes away Mike Evans. Obviously,
Yeah,
got
until
burned on
Mike
one
Evans
play.
got beat him for 75 yards.
Still, but I thought Gronk was going to be more involved. He kind of
He had a lot of
A couple-
catches, like
no.
7, I think.
maybe, but they didn't. The Fournette looked good.
Super
But they
Bowl.
kept going 3 and out. Brady started terrible. I was like, dude, don't. But the crazy thing is, the whole time I was like, it's Brady. Second
That
half, dude.
halftime, when they started doing the 28-3 Falcons comparisons,
I know,
everybody in America knows they're coming back.
So I called Kevin, and I was like, "What's the money line right now?" And he's like, "It's 12-1." I'm like, "Why? That seems wildly low." I was going to bet. I was like, 12-1.
What was the second half
Yeah,
line?
that's how
They
good Tom
were
Brady
put-
is. Nobody's even in Vegas. You're only getting 12-1 odds when
Yeah.
you're down
They were-
27-3.
They were plus 19
Like,
and a
that's
half.
freaking crazy.
Live. And I was
second
like-
half?
No, just live betting. 19
How
and a half. And I'm like,
crazy is
there's a
that?
lot of time left. When they kicked
Tell
the field goal,
me you ever didn't think he was not going to come back.
I thought he'd make a little run, but no,
little
but
run?
What, dude? They snapped the ball over Stafford's head like 50 yards down the
I
field.
was losing that. Okay. And
Those are
let's-
inexplainable. The fumble with 2 minutes left.
No,
That
let's
doesn't
talk
have
about. Let's
Tebow.
go back. Let's talk about
Go.
Cam Akers catching a case of fumbleitis.
Cooper Cup fumbles.
Put it on the
What?
deck twice, lost both of them.
Cooper Cup fumble.
I know.
That doesn't happen.
Cam Akers with 2 minutes left.
I'm just saying, like, what's your takeaway from this game? Is Brady back next? Do you think Brady's back 100%?
Look at it. Look at this. This fool led the
God
led
He's
the league.
so competitive.
He
He's
led the
coming
league in
back.
every category.
Yeah.
He's at the top of the game. Why would he walk away? Without
I'm
a
just
Super
asking.
Bowl?
Yeah,
Just
he's
asking.
not. Yeah, he's not going.
There's 0% chance Tom Brady's not next back. Not back.
Zero?
Zero. He's probably already out in the field with Gronk and Mike Evans throwing right now, getting ready.
How petty is AB?
Dude, did you? I sent you that thing on Twitter.
Richard
he
Petty.
said Bucks
He's
eliminated.
Richard Petty.
Bucks eliminated.
If they-
Like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
you're never
With his
playing in
shirt
the
off?
league again.
Yeah.
He's never come to the league again. There's not a team out there that would consider signing this guy. Once your popularity outgrows your performance, you're called a liability. Now you're a distraction. You're gone. It happened to Kaepernick. It happened to Tim Tebow. All these guys. Once your popularity outgrows your performance,
Yeah.
you're a distraction and you're gone.
I can agree with that.
That's why, like, the elite guys like Brady, Rodgers, their popularity doesn't outgrow their performance. So they can get away with whatever they want. They can say what they want. They can do what they want.
So OBJ bounced back nicely. He's looking pretty good.
It's how bad he makes Baker Mayfield look like the absolute problem in Cleveland.
No, he's not bouncing off the wall.
Dude, he had 3 touchdowns in 18 months in Cleveland. He comes over to the Rams. He has 7 in 8 games.
It's a run. Obviously, Baker didn't.
Baker's clearly the problem.
He already has as many targets in LA as he had in
Well, no
a
shit.
full
You can't-
season.
you can't tell me
say
with
though.
that-
They're a run game, run
I
first
get it,
offense.
but Jarvis Landry don't
But
have
you
a problem
can't tell me
getting
that
12
Baker's not
targets
the
a game.
problem there.
Jarvis
Baker is-
Landry
yeah.
doesn't.
Well, no,
Jarvis
too-
Landry has all the targets.
Last year, Baker wasn't the reason they lost in the playoff game.
No.
Against the Chiefs in the AFC title game.
No.
But you got there.
But when you got
they
18
actually should've won
games,
that football
18
game to go
games
back.
during the season
Yeah.
or 17 or whatever.
I don't. Obviously, he's not the most elite. If they had a better quarterback, they would be better.
I don't think he's.
But I think
in the right offense, he's a fine quarterback.
the match, and he's in the right offense. He just
He's got 2 stud
Beckham?
running backs.
Beckham and him just didn't click. There's things that happen. Like Burrow and Chase, perfect match.
They've been playing together for 8 years.
That's what I'm saying. Those two just didn't. They should have got rid of him a while ago, got more value from him, and just recognized it wasn't working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you see how much money he's going to make this year?
Yeah,
$35,000.
Yeah, because he took his contract in Bitcoin.
God, if you're the GM, dude.
Did you see that?
No.
So
in
he gets
Bitcoin. Yeah.
His contract was $750 for the remainder of the year.
Yeah.
And he pays taxes on $750, but he took it in Bitcoin, and now it's worth like
Half of
$400.
it.
It's worth like $400K now, and then he's got to pay
half. Yeah,
So he's got to pay
370.
52% of the $750, and so he's got to pay his agent.
I saw this yesterday.
It was like $35K.
Yeah, I was like, I made more than OBJ this year. We all did.
Yeah, all made more than Odell Beckham this year.
Oh man.
Oh no.
So anyway, the Bucks. I mean, obviously they'll be back.
Everybody's thinking they're going to come back.
Godwin's a free agent, I believe. They'll probably tag him, or
They tagged him last year.
Oh, so I got to pay him.
Pay him.
Oh, I'd pay him.
Who
Brady
else?
will probably take a pay cut.
He's a free agent.
Brady.
Yeah, he signed a
No, that's
two-year,
what I'm saying.
$50 million
He'll
deal
take
2 years
a pay
ago.
cut to pay Godwin.
He'll go. Okay.
I'll just play for free, dude. Pay me $100.
How much does Godwin want? Take it out of my salary.
Yeah.
Give me the rest.
All right, let's get to the last game before. I mean, the craziest game of the weekend, right? Bills. I don't even know what we watched. I can't even describe it.
Euphoric.
No, wait. Back to the Rams game though. What were they doing?
With what?
That snap over the head.
Oh, Stafford didn't even hike the ball.
No,
the center hiked it.
It was first. They just got the turnover, right?
Yeah,
They're in field goal range.
It was 2 plays later,
They're up by 14,
and
you run a 5 wide receiver shotgun, run the ball 3 times and kick the field goal, go up 3 scores.
It's
with
over.
6 minutes left.
They hike it over the head. I go, there's no way this is going down right now.
Did the guy think?
Very next possession, Cam Akers stripped.
No, but
recovered.
and
I go, there's no way.
Also, that center. How I've never seen a snap that far. He snapped it 30 yards.
Okay, why'd he snap it, first of all?
Why'd he snap it so hard?
Why'd he snap it in the first place?
This fool thought it was
Stafford
fourth down?
Didn't say a word. This guy just launched it like he was a long snapper.
Some of this has got to fall on the coaching.
No, but sir, that center snapped it 35 yards. Like, did you think they were punting
It was a long snapper.
on first down? He snapped it to a punter. That wasn't a normal snap. I was like, whoa. It shot out like a
and
rocket.
then it bounced 40 more yards.
Yeah, it was absurd.
The dudes were racing for it. I'm like, Stafford loses his foot race to every player on the field right now.
Yeah, then Akers fumble. I was like, you can't make this up.
I call Pat. I go, how does this happen every single year?
I don't know. But, okay, Bills Chiefs. Speaking, I mean, we'll fast forward to the end because it's getting
Yeah,
a
let's
little
go to the
long.
last minute and 54 seconds of mayhem.
Gabe Davis goes bananas. I mean,
Now let's talk about why Gabe Davis goes bananas. Is it because Tyrann Mathieu was unavailable?
part of it. Gabe Davis is good.
I know he's good, but
Chiefs' pass defense isn't good. That's going to be
without Mathieu, it's even worse.
I know it could be a problem next week because they're facing Jamar Chase and those guys.
And Jamar Chase,
we might get another game just like that.
Jamar Chase. Well, do you remember just 3 weeks ago? It was 36-33.
No, I think the Chiefs blow them out.
Blow them out.
Hold on, let's get this game first.
He put the Vizzy down.
No,
blow them out. He says.
So you got.
I think so.
But Bills Chiefs.
I think it's gonna be high scoring, but I think the Chiefs
Bills-
win by at least 2 touchdowns.
with 13 seconds left, you squib. Hold on.
Serious?
That's
No,
the
next
mistake.
week
That's
we're
the
gonna do that in a
mistake.
minute. All right.
That's the
Those
mistake the
you
Bills made.
squibbed
They
the damn
didn't
ball.
squib it.
Squib
That
the-
runs off 5
Right.
seconds.
Yeah.
That would have ran off 5 seconds.
So they only have one
4
play.
seconds.
One play, not two.
Yeah.
He would have had to been throwing it
understand.
30, 40 yards downfield.
There's not a lot of analysis for this game. Just I know both defenses were not good. I'm surprised Buffalo's
The
defense
last 2
was so
minutes,
bad.
both defenses were horrendous.
I mean, they did play pretty well. It was 26-21 with a minute 50 left.
Yeah, and then the last 2 minutes,
So they were
20
under.
they scored more in
Total
the
was under. I was like, damn it.
They scored 25 in the last minute and 54.
All right. No words. Shout out Chiefs. I hope, we need Jackson Mahomes. I made a prediction. I thought he was going to go viral because he had to delete a TikTok video, probably going to fight with the fan because the Bills are going to win.
How about-
It looked that way with 13 seconds left.
Did you see Pat Mahomes' old lady up there just showering the fans in champagne?
I did not.
You didn't see that? She was in the booth and she's just popping champagne and spraying it on the Chiefs fans.
I'd have sued her.
I'm like,
Serious?
Jesus Christ, lady.
All right. So before we get into this weekend's games, though, remember, Bet Us, Bet US, the newest sponsor of the Off the Ball Network.
Ooh.
Go over to Bet Us. You get 125% sign-up bonus. Use promo code Off the Ball in all caps. Head over there, sign up.
Solid.
And last week, I think we did. I can't remember who I know I picked the Rams.
Yeah.
49ers money line. Winners. I'm just there's good. I did have the Bills, but I had the over, the parlay.
Parlay was money.
These ones are about to be, I think we're going to get these right. First game, Cincinnati Bengals at the Kansas City Chiefs. Spread, I think, is 7 right now, yeah?
Yeah. The Chiefs just lost that
7?
I
game.
think it's 7.
Oh, wow. Vegas
Yeah.
isn't too far off.
What do you mean? The Chiefs
pull up
just lost to the Bengals. In like week
It's
17.
playoff football,
So
man.
it's hard.
Different
this,
animal.
This was a conversation I had on a different podcast. It's hard to beat two teams twice in a season, right?
I get that part.
San Francisco lost to Green Bay in week 3,
Beat them.
and Buffalo beat Kansas City back in week 3
Yep.
or 4.
4.
Rams did beat Tampa twice, though.
Yeah.
High-scoring game, Chiefs win. Period.
That's my thoughts.
I think
also.
they cover.
I'm on Bengals.
But if I'm going to bet it,
getting
I'm
7
100.
with the Bengals, I'm taking
Yeah.
the Bengals plus 7. They're
I mean,
in
it
every
looks
game.
intriguing.
I would take the 7 points probably.
I'm rooting for the Bengals.
But if I'm betting it, I'm 100% going with the overs.
I'm a
that's
Joe
my- I
Burrow
already
fan.
locked in the over.
I'm a Joe Burrow fan. I'm rooting for him.
No, I like Joe.
Yeah.
But
So
I know.
I'm rooting for him.
So I locked in the over
You like the over?
on that. Yeah,
Was it 55?
53.5 is when I got it, but now it's 54.5 and still 7.
Every
So I'm
bet is
hoping.
fucking-
I kind of want the Bengals to win just because the Chiefs fatigue. I like Burrow, but I think the
We're gonna
Chiefs
see
are
that
just
for
going to
many years.
We're going to see the 49ers and Chiefs again. Let's get to the Rams. 49ers own the Rams. That's it.
That's what I said. They
49ers Chiefs again?
Has McVay ever beat them?
No, they're 0-6. Shanahan versus McVay.
Is 0-6.
Shanahan 6-0
Let's
with
go.
Garoppolo too, and Beathard and whoever was there last year. I don't remember.
Jimmy G's going to beat the
beat him
Rams
over.
again.
You're going Rams, huh?
Yeah.
You going Rams
Yeah.
and Rams Chiefs?
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp is your
That's your guy. That's because you look like him.
Yeah, no.
If you grew-
Thanks, man. He's a handsome
If you
guy.
grew that
You
out,
grew your beard out.
I can't. It grows in just like this.
You look like
all
Patches
Joe
of
Dirt
Houlihan.
style.
He said patches of Houlihan.
No, yeah. If I'm going to bet that, I'm going with the Rams.
I'm
Unfortunately, but I'm all in on the Niners.
I'm on
so
the
I
Niners.
can't touch it.
I don't see the Niners. He owns McVay.
All right. I mean, that's
It's
it.
the time. I think it's the time.
can't
crunch
touch
as he
it.
Goes in.
But if I were to, I would go with the Rams.
I'm taking Niners. Niners Bengals Super Bowl.
I hope so. I really
They'll
hope
20,
so.
It's like a 20 or 30 year anniversary.
Do you remember? Yeah, the Niners
Montana,
Bengals Super
yeah.
Bowl. Yeah, Montana.
I don't remember that one. I was too
Well,
young.
none of us remember, but we've seen the highlights.
How about those fights this weekend?
Boringest
Hold on,
games I've
hold on.
ever watched in my
Hold
life.
on.
Did you watch the
Hold on. So if Garoppolo gets hurt in the first quarter and Trey Lance comes in,
And they lose by 35.
Yeah.
You still trade them?
No, I wouldn't trade him. If they lose by 35, this will say. I wonder if he comes in and they lose by 107.
Well, I mean, that's a possibility.
That wouldn't happen.
It just goes
well,
3 and out.
Garoppolo's injury prone.
Right. If he gets hurt, would I be confident in saying the 49ers can still win the game?
No.
Absolutely.
Okay.
They would have to obviously because the game plan isn't.
He would have to throw the ball
It's
like
not sling
Mac
the
Jones
ball.
3 times. That's
Not
the game.
3
that would,
times.
That would be the game plan from there on out. Yes.
Not 3 times.
Do you agree, Pete? That would be the game plan
Hold
going
on,
forward.
dude. Are we really gonna have this conversation again, dude?
No, I mean, it
It'd
was
be
a
that type
legit
of
question.
game. It would have to be that type of game at that point.
Correct. You're running the football every
down.
fucking time.
You're running
Period.
it.
Well,
There's
so
the
here we
five-
go.
just take the
so
last-
the game he played against Arizona. He was 15 of 29, 192 yards and a pick. But he also added 15 carries for 89 yards.
There's
on the
it
ground.
is. You're running. You're
Yeah,
running
it's
it.
That's what I'm saying. He reminds me a ton like Kaepernick. He has no touch.
So you
on the
just
ball.
adjust the entire offense. I mean,
To run the
you
ball.
have to.
The game against Seattle when Garoppolo got hurt at halftime, Lance came in 9 of 18, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, and a sack.
Against
And
who?
it was Seattle.
Okay.
And then he had 7 carries for 41 yards. So his passing was inaccurate. He almost led him back. They lost by 7 when he
I remember
came
that
in the
game.
game.
It was,
Yeah.
a great, it was
That
actually a
the
good
first
game. It was a good game.
When he came in the game,
That was the best game he played.
So they basically use him like Lamar Jackson. Because he can't throw the
That's
frickin' football.
Kaepernick.
Well,
Throws 100-mile-an-hour fast-
Lamar probably a better passer than Trey Lance right now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Lamar took a few 100%.
Yeah.
He took a few years to be able to throw those. He could always throw it deep, but to get the touch passes to Andrews.
He's
If you
got
have-
better. Lamar's
if you
got
have-
way
no.
better.
If you
Lamar
have
has
Kittle,
gotten way better.
Debo, Ayuk, Mitchell, if you have these weapons, you can.
Debo might be the best player in football right now.
That's what I'm saying. If you have these weapons, you can hide. Obviously, Jimmy's not the best physically gifted guy, but
he likes to stand in the pocket and throw the football.
His leadership.
That's why he got sacked so many times.
Just saying. We'll see what's up. All right, that's it for this week. We'll be back. We're not going to do one next week because it's the Pro Bowl. We'll be back Super Bowl week, and that we're going to have the prop sheets.
Yeah, and we're also going to have our top 5 Super Bowl snacks. And don't be putting celery and ranch.
We did that last year.
Ever.
Celery and ranch.
It's not
number one.
I'm going to give you another try.
You got to take
bring
that
a
off
better
the list,
dude.
Yeah,
we'll do top 3.
Your list last year was disappointing.
Celery and ranch. Celery and ranch all the way. All right, we'll see you guys next week.